Yandar spoilers next week reveals that Phyllis Summers has made an unexpected career move. After Lily Winters was fired from Abbott Chancellor, a key position at the company was left unfilled, and Phyllis seized the opportunity. During a meeting with Billy Abbott, Phyllis made an offer that Billy couldn't refuse. What exactly did Phyllis say, was the question on everyone's lips as she stood in Abbott Chancellor's office, extended her hand, and announced herself as the company's new COO. Phyllis's arrival in the role took many by surprise, but what really caught attention was how she convinced Billy. What made Billy, who had always been cautious and clear-headed, decide to trust Phyllis, who had caused a lot of trouble? Did she promise him some kind of valuable intelligence, or did she simply use her powers of persuasion to pave the way? The story becomes more complicated when Chance Chancellor, who had offered to be Billy's right-hand man, was rejected and forced to leave. This shows that Billy's decision to choose Phyllis was an important strategic move, but also one that was fraught with danger. Will Phyllis's presence at Abbott Chancellor bring stability, or will it continue to be a source of conflict and chaos? Connor Newman, son of Adam Newman and Chelsea Lawson, has always longed for a complete family, with both parents together. After years of witnessing the conflicts, rifts, and hurt between Adam and Chelsea, Connor decides to intervene. In the mind of a young boy, reuniting his parents is the only way to make things right. Connor is not only a carefree child, but also a perceptive one, and realizes that Adam still has feelings for Chelsea, and vice versa. In an emotional conversation with Adam, Connor tactfully comments on the relationship between his father and Sally Spectra. "I think you and Sally are great together," he says, but then turns the conversation to Chelsea, emphasizing that there is more to Adam and Chelsea than just a passing crush. Connor believes that the love between his parents is not truly gone, and he wants to be the one to bring them back together. This puts Adam in a difficult position. He loves Sally, but the memories of Chelsea and their tumultuous past still haunt him every day. Connor is more than just an innocent boy, he is a symbol of unfulfilled hopes, of family and love that have been lost but can still be restored. But can Adam get back with Chelsea, who he has hurt so many times, or will this relationship remain just a fantasy in Connor's mind? Meanwhile, Sharon Newman is facing one of the biggest psychological challenges of her life. Cameron Kirsten, who once put her in terrible situations, now reappears, but this time in Sharon's mind. In a series of haunting hallucinations, Sharon sees Cameron, who comes up with a cruel plan for revenge. "What he's suggesting is disgusting," Sharon protests, but Cameron just snickers, insisting that the idea wasn't his, but Sharon's. This is when Sharon realizes that it all started in her mind. Cameron has been dead for a long time, and what she's facing is just a hallucination, but this hallucination is so real, it's as if Cameron is really there, continuing to torment her from the dead. This sends Sharon into a state of panic, as she begins to question her sanity. The darkest thoughts in Sharon's mind are rising, and she begins to wonder if she can control them. Cameron, though a figment of her imagination, still has a great impact on Sharon, dragging her into a painful internal battle. Sharon will have to face the fact that all these thoughts come from her. The question is, can she overcome them, or will she fall into a spiral of madness and self-destruction? Back to Sharon, not only does she have to face Cameron Kirsten's hallucinations, she is also falling into a state of emotional turmoil. Sharon has faced bipolar disorder in the past, and now, the disease becomes worse as dark thoughts take over her mind. Sharon's daughter Mariah also falls into a spiral of anxiety. She lied to Nick Newman about her mother's condition, claiming that Sharon's bipolar medications weren't working. But the truth is, Mariah didn't know all the times Sharon had collapsed in the past, and that left her unable to foresee the terrible state Sharon was in. Sharon's battle wasn't just an external one, it was an internal one as well. She was fighting to stay sane, but the power of her hallucinations and dark thoughts was slowly taking over. What if Sharon couldn't control her mind? These events not only affect individuals, but also create a ripple effect in the Genoa city community. Connor, in his efforts to reunite his parents, may inadvertently stir up old feelings, drawing Adam and Chelsea into an unstable relationship. If Adam gets back together with Chelsea, it could destroy his current relationship with Sally, causing a new crisis. Phyllis, as COO of Abbott Chancellor, may face major challenges in running the company. Her determination and ambition may bring innovation to the company, but may also create conflicts with those who disagree with her methods. And finally, Sharon, if she cannot overcome her dark visions and emotional turmoil, may face serious consequences. Can she win the battle with herself, or will she be drawn into a spiral of self-destruction? In the world of the powerful and wealthy in Genoa City, every relationship has its own complex and hidden story. Kyle Abbott, the heir to the Abbott family, is always facing the pressures of fame, family, and personal feelings. Claire, a close friend of Kyle, has accompanied him through difficult times, and their relationship is gradually becoming more intimate. However, the appearance of other characters, especially Victoria Newman and Cole Howard, has created no small storm in their lives. It all started when Claire and Kyle unexpectedly discovered Victoria Newman and Cole Howard walking down the stairs together. Victoria, who has always kept her distance from Kyle, could not hide her displeasure at his presence. She did not want Kyle to have any connection with Claire other than friendship, but this only seemed to complicate things. However, Victoria still tried to keep a polite appearance, even though she did not want to do so in her heart. Cole Howard, who had just moved to Genoa City permanently, seemed oblivious to the tension between Victoria and Kyle. Cole's presence changed things up a bit, especially when he brought new information about his plans to settle down permanently. As the four sat down to dinner, awkwardness filled the air. Kyle and Claire were bombarded with questions about their previous outing, but both were quick to insist that they were just friends. Claire stuck to the "just friends" story, despite the looks in both Victoria and Cole's eyes that suggested something deeper was going on. But Kyle and Claire, under pressure from Victoria, remained steadfast in their silence about their true relationship. After everyone settled down for dinner, Cole shared the news about his plans to move to Genoa City permanently. With a look of excitement on his face, he revealed that he had decided to lay the groundwork for his new life here. This was not only a career decision but also a big step in his personal life. During the conversation, Cole casually suggested that Claire might visit him in England once he had settled down. Claire, with a bright smile, did not reject the idea. This eased the atmosphere a bit, but the awkwardness was still there, especially since Victoria seemed to disapprove of Kyle participating in Claire and her family's activities. Noticing Victoria's awkwardness, Claire quickly changed the subject and suggested that Kyle be their tour guide on their family trip. Kyle would be a great travel companion, Claire said with a confident smile. Kyle, not wanting to cause any more friction, quickly agreed to the idea. He knew that his presence on Claire's trips would give them more opportunities to continue exploring their relationship. Although Victoria and Cole never officially labeled their relationship, there was no denying that they cared for each other. The atmosphere between them was always filled with tension and attraction. Victoria, a strong and ambitious woman, had never been one to open up to anyone. But with Cole, it seemed like she was slowly changing. Cole, on the other hand, was not shy about showing his interest in Victoria. However, both of them avoided talking about their relationship directly, perhaps because they were still probing and testing each other's limits. Victoria, despite being tough and determined, seemed to have her moments of weakness when she was with him. Cole. She feels a strong connection to him, but is hesitant to get too involved for fear of losing control. Neither of them has a label for their relationship, but they are both excited to see where it will go. This could be the start of a passionate affair, or simply an experiment in their complicated love lives. Subscribe to Yandar for the latest updates.